200 meters and commence combat air patrol. B-01, commence boarding port side. Phoenix Marines, report to Lieutenant Commander Mallard for bunking instructions. B-01, I said enter the hangar, not leave the hangar. All Phoenix pilots, report to Lieutenant Cade for tasking. All Phoenix pilots, report to Lieutenant Cade for tasking.
This is Station 51. We bring you breaking news. EFN Battleship Eternity has just smashed through local orbital defenses over First Fleet capital planet Pistis. The Riders attack CPR's HQ and more. Let's jump right in. EFN has entered 2F with 2 Chrysiphiums. Okay, yeah, I'm not saying that. It's too long. 2 CC ships has just heavily damaged First Fleet squad, composed of 1 light cruiser, 3 destroyers, and 1 frigate. Without heavy ship batteries, First Fleet could not stand toe-to-toe with EFN and their allies, suffering heavy damage and some losses.
The battle was intense. Unfortunately, the EFN lives for another day.
You're a con. Aren't you supposed to like EFN?
Yeah, but they tried to cease and desist me, remember? Oh, on that note, KU has made an announcement that it will stay out of the war between PXC and the inner system, which has shocked the general populace. Current Primass Lamoni has this to say in his recent speech.
We, the Khans, refuse to waste lives away in endless wars of conquest, and will remain strongly committed to our allies and their defense against all aggressors.
When questioned about KU's plans moving on, he responded with,
Jeez.
Our best experts are still trying to discern what that means, but to no avail.
With KU holding an empty gun, the Riders jumped onto the opportunity to finish off the CPR and capture their headquarters. News of this is still piling in, so we'll get back to you with the subject when we have more information. But it would seem CPR is now put to rest.
They were not, in fact, all in.
Not even close. Now the future is still very foggy. With all the outer system factions bickering with each other, EFN and their sidekicks are here now in Pistis, and most of First Fleet's power committed to the outer system theater. A lot of questions remain. Can First Ground Forces hold on long enough for reinforcements to arrive? Can anyone stop the mighty Grey battleship now? And what will Captain Brock and his goons do next?
Commander, that should be all the PXC Marines. Gonna be a crowded 24 hours.
Don't remind me. Anyone else expected?
No, Commander. We've officially unloaded every single grid, fighter, transport, and Marines from the Don's cruiser, and the PXC stealth corvettes. I think the phrase of the week is, we're all in.
Come again?
Just a meme, Commander.
Fuck, I'm getting old.
Yes, you are.
What was that?
Nothing.
I bet. That'll be all, Vera. Thank you. Mother.
Sir.
That's a lot of souls on board. A lot more than usual.
I know. Isn't it exciting?
Oh, yeah, exciting. More people to babysit, more people to mess things up, and more people to put our faith in.
And more people to make meals for.
They won't be here long. Rumor has it, we're heading Pistis soon. Really soon.
That really makes me feel like I'm making some of their last meals.
You probably are. At least it's better than the slop they eat over on those corvettes. Ugh.
Sir, doesn't it get tiring?
Hmm?
To be so jaded. These people, they're choosing to fight for a greater cause. That's something to be admired, right?
Sure. It's just, we can count on each other. I can't say the same for the rest of the system. Today, we're fighting with the PXC and the Don's men. Tomorrow, they'll likely be our enemies.
Sounds a bit personal.
Of course it is. I had all I ever worked for blown up by a pile of vaguely shark-shaped ships.
Well, But if that didn't happen, then you wouldn't be on the Eternity.
Mother.
Yes?
Never mind. Yeah, you're right. You know, you're quite a different person from the Raptor Mother from a year ago.
Huh?
Yeah, just a lot more confident.
Well, thanks.
No problem. Keep it up. I hope nothing explodes. Again.
There'll be hell to pay if someone does crash.
Alright, take a step, Post.
Feels fine.
Take it easy. You just...
I feel fine. I'm like new.
Post, you are not like new. It's a miracle that you're alive.
Con miracle medicine.
No, not calm miracle medicine. This was luck. And a lot of it.
Luck's good enough. Clear me, Doc.
Shit. I'm sorry. No.
What? Why not?
Because you just escaped death. Because you slammed into the ground at 30 meters a second. Because I can heal your superficial wounds and bones, but I can't fix the internal damage.
Since when have you cared about risk? Aren't you a former con?
Last time I checked, that was the case.
Alright, then clear me.
Post, you have an advanced brain clot. You're already under serious risk of that breaking loose at any time. High G maneuvers? High blood pressure? Shit. If you sneeze too hard, it'll break loose and, well, you can fill in the rest. We can deal with it. Eventually. But I need time, and we don't have a lot of time right now. This is a distinctly after Pistis type of deal.
And that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm flying.
That's not your call.
The hell it isn't! I'm going to the captain.
I've already talked to him. He deferred to me. You're not flying.
Bullshit.
You don't get it. You step on that transport, you're dead. Maybe not right away, but your body can't handle that type of punishment right now.
Then I die.
For once, it is fortunate that that's not your call to make.
What kind of con are you? If the roles were reversed, you'd be begging to go. You would be demanding. Who am I kidding? Just look at the current cons. They're still making excuses for not being in this war after barely even dipping their toes in the last. Once a con, always a con, huh? You'll probably sit comfortably in the E while our friends go out and risk their lives. The world must be mad if a con warrior has less guts than a simple civilian transport pilot.
First,
What? Tell me I'm wrong.
take the medicine. Check in every 12 hours. That's an order.
You may not be willing to put your life on the line for this cause, but you cannot stop me from doing the same.
Alright, that's everything. Godspeed, Eternity. We're out of here.
PXC, scopes are all clear. Thanks for the visit.
Likewise, Eternity. We'll be back soon enough. That chicken pot pie was to die for. Say, where did you get live chicken anyway?
Good luck out there, PXC, Eternity out.
On the EAAMs at a ton of volume. You'll be able to do more and fire from a farther range, but it does come at a cost. The Mark 6 booster on the Sidewinders aren't a I win button. The fundamentals still apply though. You want a off-access shot at least. Anything more than that, it's just luck if you're gonna hit or not.
Understood. Makes sense.
Awesome. I heard great things about you guys, especially in the Supremacy Wars. You guys laid the hurt on at Malta.
Thanks. Took a lot of casualties. But we made sure the Inners saw what a real fighter squadron could do. You were sys-hopping on Harsh, right?
I was. Funny at the time, though. Those battles felt like everything. That our entire faction hung on the loss of a single ship. Now, it feels all so insignificant. Several battles of the TFD just throwing themselves against Shipbreaker and to no avail. I wonder if we'll look back on this whole war with First Fleet and feel the same way.
It's the circle of life, man.
You know it. How's Harsh doing, by the way?
She's still the Shipbreaker, sparred up against UCIS Monarch. And well, kinda got her ass kicked. But she made it out, and Shipbreaker did Shipbreaker things, and went on to assist in the siege of CPR.
That is great to hear. I'm glad that Shipbreaker continues to live on her legacy of destruction across the stars. One hell of a squadron.
Yeah, those guys are stone cold killers.
Hey, focus up. We don't have long till touch off.
Yeah, speaking of which, when are we touching off?
Need to know, and you don't need to know. Just get your ship squared away, and no chit-chatting.
Yes, sir. Was just reminiscing with Kala here.
There's no time for that. Focus on getting your shit together. I don't want to see another PXC fighter failing to launch. This isn't the rookie league.
Lieutenant, can I have a moment?
Is it important?
I dare say so.
Alright, what is it?
You're a good pilot, Cade,
Yeah, I know.
but I don't think you're a great leader. I know you appreciate honesty, so I'll be honest with you. These guys have been fighting in the open void for the better part of 2 years. Carrier operations, combined arms, all this stuff. They've never done it before. These are some of the best pilots. These are good pilots. And they're just a bit out of their league right now. So, give them a bit to adjust.
That's all the more reason to keep the pressure on them.
Yeah, sure, but these guys left the war they were fighting to come fight with us.
All of this is the same war. We're fighting the UCIS.
There's a big difference here, though. They're used to fighting around Malta and in the Outer Reach. They're now with us in the inner system.
This is war, Callow. We don't have time for feel-good and platitudes. We are on razor-thin margins, and we do not have time for ineptitude and failure.
Forget I brought it up.
Claymore 02, you're clear for launch port side. Push to 100 meters.
Oh,
and
hey
commence
Cade,
combat
ready to
rapidly.
invade a planet?
It's all the same to me. The only time I touch ground is if someone fucks up big time.
Cade, take a seat. We're about to start.
Sir.
Everyone? Alright, let's get started. The leadership has discussed it. Even with the revelation that Eternity is being actively tracked by a cluster of intersystem stealth assets, we will still proceed with the invasion. Currently, all that exists between us and the capital planet is the Army garrison. According to Simmons, this represents roughly 900 Army troops, 150 Army Air Force, and about 1,500 police and administrative type units. Fortunately, their forces are spread out across the planet. Unfortunately, even dispersed, I think it's obvious we lack the manpower to seize the planet. In fact, even if everything goes our way, we likely lack the ability to hold anything of value for more than 48 hours as these forces converge. Thus, we are shifting gears. Our primary objective of seizing the Intersystem Command and Control Facility is out. Capturing leadership, also out. Admiral?
Thank you. The captain is right. Seizing any hardened military structures or leadership is off the table. They were going to be tough before, but now they know we're coming. It's basically impossible. ISR indicates the bulk of forces that are mobile enough to cause issues in the first 24 hours are all at the command and control resplendence. However, we can still inflict some serious damage to First Fleet's center of gravity. Furthermore, while not critical to the command continued military operation of UCIS, most of the First Fleet's civilian leadership and politicians are on planet. Threatening them sends a very strong message. Archibald has departed with the PXC stealth cluster and headed to TFD space. He will attempt to do roughly the same. That, in essence, is our plan. Show the First Fleet population that the UCIS has not been acting in their best interest, that they started this war, and finally, that they are not safe, even this deep in the inner system.
Thank you, Simmons. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, Ace. That is all for now. We had to, unfortunately, pivot from a full invasion to a targeted in and out. So we're still working on concrete plans. So I figured you'd like to hear the gist of the new plan of action before we hash out the details in the following hours. Everyone, tell your men they deserve and want to know.
Sir, can we get a full confirmation about the CPR situation? I know the basic details, but...
Of course. Your old baby.
A rather disowned baby, to be fair, sir.
Yeah. Phoenix and Rider forces hit the CPR HQ Borealis about 5 days ago. It was a decisive victory. Unilateral surrender has been enforced. The CPR democratic government has been disbanded and replaced with Rider administrative personnel. And honestly, That's it. The end of the CPR story.
What about the OBF? You know, the cons and the free riders.
Honestly, no idea. We've been working with them and not working with them, but all we really know at this time is it does not appear they're going to be partaking in this war. Something about the Creed again.
Typical. Fucking typical. Cons sitting out when they're actually needed.
Anything else? Alright, that is all. Get to your stations, begin your preparedness, start briefing your men. We have a lot ahead of us. That is all.
All Phoenix pilots, report to Lieutenant Kate for tasking. All Phoenix pilots, report to Lieutenant Kate for tasking.
I feel silly for saying this, but we're coming apart at the seams. The crew has been going at it for months now. It doesn't help, it seems like we're fighting a losing battle. Everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Post especially hit the crew hard.
I can get out the whips.
No, Dolphin. That will not help. Wait, will it help?
Only one way to find out.
No, whips yet. We just need to hold out until we can get back to Phoenix space. We can mitigate it through, extra rations, lower shifts, rely on the Phoenix guys a bit to handle some of the workload. Really, it's going to come down to the NCOs and officers to keep the morale up. Don't let negative thoughts fester. Oh, you know the drill.
I'll be fine. But what about the officers? Who's gonna make sure they don't break?
Good question. Maybe the alcohol, or the crushing reality that if we break, it all does. Take your pick.
I'll pick the whips. But the alcohol is mine.
We are all going to die.
Yo, how you doing?
Fine, I guess.
I was checking up on Chester. He's feeling a bit down on how the missions are going.
Yeah, he should be with, Frost.
Yeah?
Can you grab Chester, please?
Yeah. Why?
Commander wants to talk to him, I don't know.
Hey Mallard, you ready to go?
Yes. Well, no, that's why I'm here.
What's up, sir?
That's what I was going to ask. How are you feeling? You're a bit,
Yeah, I know. The constant losing got to me.
And?
Well, I don't really know, sir. I guess just working on our equipment and talking to the crew, and maybe a small party we had last night helped a bit too.
What?
Yeah, don't tell, but we kinda snuck some of the Chief's personal stash away. Had a little toast before we go on another suicide mission.
God damn.
It was actually a good moment. Realized that I'm not the only one going through all this shit.
Are you gonna tell on us, sir?
No. Actually, that sounds like a great idea. Did the Chief have any good stuff?
The best, sir. Wintered from Earth. You want the rest?
I'm a bit jealous, but no, not yet. Save me a bit for when we get back. If we get back. On that note, Chester.
Yes, sir.
You're in charge of Team 2.
What?
We need another NCO to help lead the Phoenix troops. Captain chose you.
No, why not Frost?
Don't drag me into this. I like my spot just fine.
Phoenix Marines, report to Lieutenant Commander Mallard for bunking instructions.
Oh, you're back already. That was quick.
Yeah, I busted up my leg because I turned down the safety protocols.
I see. What are you doing down there anyway?
Oh, you know, just playing the part of the better brother. You know, the one who got shit done.
Better brother. Getting shit done. Sam, we just walked guns blazing through the first fleet's front yard. I did say we get plenty of shit done here.
Like what? Letting one of my comrades almost get killed? blowing up a non-combatant? Ooh, what about watching the ground team struggle while I watch the tracers fly and do fucking nothing?
Oh, come on. You used to be first lead, right? You know how it is. We've got our orders, and sometimes things just don't work out. I also don't like what happened on that moon, but it is what it is. No point in beating ourselves up over it.
What about Riviere, huh? What about Safina? What about Typhon? This entire thing has been a non-stop series of fuck-ups and failures. Fuck, I bet none of this shit would have happened to my brother.
Sam, not a single person except you is even considering that a comparison. No one feels that way.
But it's true. I sat on my ass staring at a computer screen with a joystick. I've played video games harder than this. Meanwhile, when there was a problem, my brother rolled up his sleeves, got in there, and solved the problem.
Oh yeah, sure he did. Rolled up his sleeves and charged in without a second of pre-planning or foresight. Followed by him and his men getting his ass beat over and over.
But he still got shit done.
He knew how to lead a charge. He knew how to motivate people. It doesn't go much farther than that. Look. Me and your brother were on opposing sides on the CDF Rider War. They were struggling, like, a lot. To the point where we, on the CDF side of things, started to feel really bad. The point is, he just kept going. No matter how much shit we threw at him, and with the EFN's help, they finally prevailed.
I mean, sure, but...
No buts, Sam. The only thing we admired about your brother, the thing everyone admired about him, was that he never gave up. Right up until his dying breath.
That's great and all, but we're getting our asses kicked out here. We're losing.
Sam, what do you think not giving up looks like? You think Rotor was assured of victory every time he threw himself at us? Or the Khans? That's part of not giving up. Listen, I have to get going. You hang in there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. You're here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tidia.
Hey, the captain was wondering where you went. Plans have changed.
Of course they have. I'll get going.
No rush, actually. He seemed busy. So, come here often?
Yeah, it's a very nice place. We rarely go on the bridge anymore with the capital ship threat, but really, this view never gets old.
You know, with the fall of the CPR, we are two former faction leaders with no former faction to speak of.
Yeah, it's kinda surreal, isn't it?
To think that the CDF was all that I ever cared for. Then when I transferred to the Riders, I thought that was it. And now?
And now it is all a distant memory.
Yeah, the eternity has that effect on people. Puts everything into perspective.
I wonder if we'll make it.
I'm sure we'll do alright. We always do.
No. Not tomorrow. I mean, overall. The mission. Defeat the EDF. Return to Earth.
Hey, old man. I'm just trying to survive tomorrow. Maybe one day at a time, huh?
Yeah, that's fair.
Wait, have you been drinking?
Yep, you got me. Dolphin Stash. The Republic's death hit me kinda hard. You want some?
Does a women hit an asteroid?
Does a Khan talk about the Creed?
Oh, touche. Yeah, give me some.
It is staggering how much ass this sucks.
Pardon me?
Oh, no. The food is great.
Good.
No, really. Your food is the only reason I haven't walked out of an airlock. No, I'm complaining about the mission.
What about the mission?
Well, everyone thought we were going to hit the first hard, where it really hurt. Gloves off, no mercy. Instead, we're doing this. What even is this?
And you think you have a better idea?
Actually, I do.
But the captain has done this before. Do you really think you have a better plan?
You know, Mother, I trust the captain. Every mission so far, I've trusted him. But I think he has this one wrong.
Then, Go tell them.
It's not that simple. The others already don't trust me, and defying the captain, it'll just make things worse. I'll be viewed as even more of a liability.
You'll be a liability if you don't bring your concerns to the captain. You heard him. They don't have a plan. Now would be the time.
You know, you're right. Fuck what everyone else is thinking. Thank you, Mother.
Not before you finish your food.
You're kidding, right?
Do I look like I'm kidding?
No. No, you do not.
I thought so.
Oh, hey, Micra.
How was post?
Angry.
That's not what I expected. Why?
I'm not letting him fly. It's too big of a risk of him developing complications and, dying.
I mean, it sounds like a managed risk to me. I'm sure the boys would appreciate having their dedicated transport pilot back.
Why the hell is everyone suddenly a doctor now?
Well, it just seems like a decision Post should make. Who are you to deny him his duty?
What do you know about duty?
Honestly, nothing at all, but I think we both are guilty of that.
What do you mean by that?
Former cons. How often did we talk about never backing down from a fight? The creed and honor. Now the laughingstock of the system.
You're never a former con, Mecra.
Oh, shut up. That life is behind us, and good riddance. Look at the cons now. When the system needed them the most, they backed down. Complete cowards. What, dude? Tell me I'm wrong.
Despite your smug ass, you are not entirely wrong. I've got to get going.
I'll see ya.
Hey, Vera. Oh, hey. Sorry for stealing the stash and leaving on you.
It's okay. It sounds like you needed it more than I did anyway.
Hey, Vera. Hey, what's going on? You look like you got some bad news.
The cons are going and proving what everyone says about them is true. I don't know what's going on at home.
It can't be that bad, can it?
You ever known the cons to run from a fight?
If they're anything like you, nope.
It's just... I saw a future where we could take the good parts of the Enclave and bring them forward to make a fair and strong Khans United. Was I wrong for hoping for that?
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. People say that the Khans are liars and cowards who can't even keep their word. I've pushed back against it, defending them, sticking up for them, even to the captain. But now, EFN and PXC are fighting. Riders and free riders are putting aside their hatred to fight the UCIS. And then there's Khans. We showered the system for 2 years with bravado, ranting about how we'd kill every inner that opposed us. After all that, Khan's the first to run? As a Khan, it makes me a liar and a coward that can't keep his word. So yeah, a liar or a coward, which one am I, Richter?
How do you expect me to answer that, Vera? You're my friend. I trust you, and no matter what your people do or not, that's not gonna change.
I find it so hard to stand by while my people fall so far. I feel like I have to do something.
Something like...
I don't know. Did you ever think about going back to try and sort out UCIS?
Vera, No. Not really.
You realize you are more useful here.
Oh, hey, Cyrus. Hey, you were in a similar situation, weren't you? What do you think about all this?
Well, when Romeo took the lead of the riders, I knew there was going to be problems, and look what it led to. They broke into pieces with the creation of free riders, and unlike TFD and First, they actually shot at each other.
So why didn't you go back?
The riders I saw were no longer the people that Rotor sacrificed himself for. The riders I took the creed for. It was time to help the system in another way.
We also have a creed. It's like our entire way of life. It governs everything that Khans do.
And what does that creed tell you to do now?
It tells me to remember those that came before us, and to be worthy of being remembered by those that follow. You know, to be the best Khan we can...
You made my point. That's why Pioneer will remember us.
I guess I thought going home was the best course of action. But to do that would be to break my word to the crew.
I always known you to keep your word. Besides, you're here for a reason.
Vera, this is the Eternity. We were handpicked, not for skill, and certainly not for accolades. We were chosen because we represent the best of our people. The system looks to us for leadership and example. You want to see a future where the Khans live up to their creed? Then be it.
You know what? Let's drink.
Classic Ryder.
You know it. I am the brewmaster.